Right now, new details about an investigation into the Richland Center police chief. We'll hear from the person who is stepping in while he's on leave.
And the Madison School District has announced a familiar face will be stepping in as interim superintendent. We'll hear more on her goals for the upcoming school year.
Plus, thousands of visitors are in town for the AmFam Golf Championship. More on the business they are bringing to our area.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at 6.
We are continuing to learn more details surrounding an investigation into the Richland Center police chief.
Only News 3 Now's Amy Reed joins us with an update on that situation. Amy?
We've confirmed the mayor of the city put the chief, Lucas Clements, on paid administrative leave while this investigation plays out. And today we talked with a man taking his place.
I guess what's normal. We were just in shock.
Lieutenant Billy Jones explains what it was like yesterday when he was told he was taking over as chief while Lucas Clements is being investigated. He has hope the department will be able to move past this.
I guess just like any other career, we have ups and downs. We have, we have troubles, and whatever those troubles might be, you work through them and you move on.
We still couldn't get the Division of Criminal Investigation to even confirm there's an investigation, but local officials say it's true. We also learned more about Clements' past, including 4 charges against him from 2013 when he was serving as police lieutenant. Police then said they found a vehicle on a guardrail and said the driver had been at a local bar and was given a ride to his parents' home. Clements was charged with suspicion of a hit and run, driving left of center, inattentive driving, and failure to notify police. Documents from Richland County Court show an arrangement where Clements pleaded guilty to the charges, and then they were all dismissed and have since been removed from public viewing. But the community still seems to know. Kevin Burkhammer, who grew up in the community, said he couldn't believe Clements got promoted to chief after that, and he doesn't want him there now.
I'd like to see him lose his job and face the charges that the rest of us have to face. Like he should, He's just a person no different than you and I are. And he should be held accountable.
Burkhammer, who is currently facing charges with the district attorney, said the police are harassing his son for his beliefs that the police department is corrupt. The interim chief says the corruption just isn't true, and the community just needs to stick together and get through.
Just stay positive. Whatever is happening will be, figured out at some point in time. And I think we just need to wait and see what the outcome is.
We reached out to the police commission and their lawyer to talk more about what's going on here, but they said they can't talk. Everyone is referring us to DCI, which once again won't even confirm to us that there is an investigation.
Amy, thank you. And just into the Channel 3000 Alert Center tonight, a Beloit School District employee has been arrested on suspicion of possession of child pornography. A release from the Department of Justice says law enforcement executed a search warrant at Aaron Weber's home today and arrested him. According to the school district's website, Weber is an occupational therapist at Todd Elementary School. He has been placed on immediate administrative leave. We'll have more tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
The search continues for a boy who went missing after swimming in the Wisconsin River earlier this week. The Adams County Sheriff's Office, meanwhile, has identified that child as an 11-year-old boy from Grand Marsh. Jamison Owen Dean Miller went underwater while swimming with his family and never resurfaced. Multiple departments are now on day 4 of the search for him, using dive teams and sonar equipment.
To weather now, it is officially the first day of summer. Let's check your first alert forecast. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary?
Well, cloud cover kept our temperatures down a little bit for this first day of summer, but we have some summer heat on the way for much of next week. You see those clouds streaming in from the west, but as we look at Doppler track, there are just some light showers, mainly south of Madison, and those have really been diminishing over the last couple of hours. So I think over the next couple of hours, most of that rain will be over with, and then we'll be looking for dry conditions for tonight and most, if not all, of the day tomorrow. Current temperatures are in the 60s where the showers have been occurring. Otherwise, temperatures mainly in the 70s away from Lake Michigan, getting cooler near the lake. Otherwise, by tomorrow morning, temperatures will drop into the upper 50s. Look for variably cloudy skies tomorrow. Just an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm during the day. High temperature topping out at 76. That's your News 3 Now First Alert forecast.
Gary, thanks. The Madison School District has chosen an interim superintendent.
Dr. Jane Belmore will replace Dr. Jen Cheatham next school year. year. Amanda Quintana is here with more on that decision. Amanda?
Yeah, well, the Board of Education made that announcement today. Belmore will be the interim superintendent. The board saying they will engage with the community to choose a permanent one throughout the next school year. Belmore is a former teacher, principal, and assistant superintendent at MMSD with more than 20 years of experience in Madison schools. She got her doctorate at UW-Madison and was a professor and dean of the School of Education at Edgewood College.
Certainly, it is my goal to keep kids in school safe, make sure that they're available for learning, to support the teachers and the principals because they are doing the work day to day with moving kids forward. So that'll be pretty much my goal for this year.
Belmore has previously held the role of interim superintendent back in the 2012-2013 school year. She says this is a one-year job for her and she is not interested in becoming the permanent superintendent. So the board is giving themselves a year to find someone, hoping to have the next superintendent chosen by June of 2020.
She's kind of their go-to when they need an interim.
Yeah.
Second time around. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amanda. And Governor Tony Evers says it is, quote, disappointing that the state Supreme Court ruled in favor of the state legislature today in a case challenging last year's lame duck session. The court sided with GOP lawmakers in saying the session was in fact legal when they passed laws limiting the powers of the governor and Attorney General Josh Kaul. Republican Legislative Leader Speaker Robin Vos and Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald said today's ruling was a, quote, common sense decision. Today's ruling is final, cannot be kicked up to the U.S. Supreme Court, but there are still 3 more lawsuits to go, 2 of them federal, 1 state, all challenging the lame duck session. Governor Evers has vetoed 4 abortion bills passed by the GOP-controlled legislature. One of those bills would have imposed criminal penalties on doctors who fail to give medical care in extremely rare cases where a baby is born alive following an abortion attempt. Other vetoed bills would have cut off Medicaid funding for Planned Parenthood and prohibited abortions based on the fetus's race, sex, or any defects.
Thousands of people from all over the country are hanging out at the American Family Insurance Championship this weekend.
And our Gabriella Becerra joins us at University Ridge to share how the influx of all these people will impact our local economy. Gabriella?
These visitors make their way to Madison for the AmFam Championship, but while they're here, they also get to spend some time and money in the city. Visitors from all over the country are spending their weekend at the American Family Insurance Championship and also spending a lot of time in Madison.
When events the size of AmFam come to Madison, it brings in thousands of people who are maybe experiencing Madison for the first time. And what's exciting about that is that spills over into some of the other things that we have to show off.
Rob Gard at Destination Madison says events like the championship help boost the city's economy.
Last year, we had about $1.3 billion in visitor spending in Madison, which is a huge economic impact for Dane County.
And the hope is that people end up wanting to return to Madison again.
So when there are people who are here visiting and talking about how much they love Madison, that brings more people here, more spending, gives more local people jobs, and it's just an ongoing positive cycle for the city.
American Family Insurance donates a portion of the proceeds to charities like American Family Children's Hospital.
This is the 4th year of the tournament, and since its inception, we've received $2.4 million for American Family Children's Hospital, which helps us help our families.
The donations contribute to making the hospital feel like a less frightening place for the families to be.
This year, year number 4, we hope we'll see that number grow even bigger.
The AmFam Championship will take place all day Saturday and Sunday, so visitors have a couple more days to spend some time in the city.
This event just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Gabriella, thank you.
Today is Global Make Music Day. That's held each year on the summer solstice, and more than 400 Madison musicians are celebrating with free performances.
My home is
UW-Madison's Alumni Park is one of the 100 participating venues across the city. You just heard from UW alumna and world-renowned opera singer Prenticia Clifton. And there is also a public piano out at the park where anyone can join in.
So the concept for the event is music by everyone, everywhere. So if you're amateur, professional, and hopefully everywhere you go, you'll get a taste of music.
If you would like to participate in the worldwide music celebration, there are a number of locations tonight where you and your family can play. We have a link with that information up on channel3000.com.
Well, if you have any aspiring percussionists or brass players at home, there's an opportunity for them to experience some of the world's best drum corps this weekend. The Madison Scouts Drum and Bugle Corps hosting its annual Drums on Parade show at Middleton High School tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. That group has been touring since 1938. The show also features groups from Iowa, South Carolina, and Texas. Tickets start at $10. You can go to madisonscouts.org/drums-parade.
A Madison company is giving veterans a chance to experience the thrill of a lifetime for free.
We'll take you there and give you a look at their skydiving event held today. It's meant to relieve stress. More local news ahead on News 3 now at 6. Back in April, we featured a story previewing the Freedom Freefall skydiving event for veterans, and thanks to your help, the organizers were able to select 40 veterans to jump out of an airplane, all expenses paid.
And today was the big day where they all got to go skydiving. Jamie Perez was there to capture them jumping from 13,000 feet in the air, and the moment they landed on the ground.
They're strapping up, getting ready for an exhilarating ride 13,000 feet in the air.
Let's do it. Let's go.
40 vets took turns filing into this plane, preparing to jump.
It's getting real.
So we are here to take our servicemen and women up to the sky and have them fall and have some enjoyment.
One by one, they fell away, taking that step into freedom. This jump relieved vets of stress, fear, anxiety, sadness, and everything else that comes with the realness of PTSD. For even just these moments. This event is called Freedom Freefall, but for many of these vets, their minds go nowhere but up.
Ooh, look at that one. Perfect. All right. Good job.
Even as they come back down to the ground, where anxious family and friends wait for them to come back from the jump of their lives.
Woo! Safe! Welcome back to Earth! Yeah! That a girl? Oh my God! How was that?
She said it was really awesome. We just can't air what she actually said. But everybody else felt the same.
Back to Earth, buddy!
Awesome.
Come on up!
That is awesome.
Woo! How was that?
We are down. Nice. That was awesome.
The goal of this was to help get that adrenaline rush back, to set their mind free.
Unbelievable.
Yeah?
Unbelievable.
Crazy, right?
Oh, yes. Definitely doing that again.
Get your mind off of things and just great, amazing. I don't know what to say.
Goal accomplished.
Welcome back! Oh, how was that? That is so good! Oh my gosh! Thank you!
In Madison.
Seminole Skydivers, News 3 now! Woo!
Wow.
I love that.
Woo! All right. You can follow Seven Hills Skydiving or Fourth Wisconsin on Facebook for more information on next year's Freedom Freefall event.
We need him to do some promos.
I know. I feel pumped now.
He's really got it going. All right. It's opening night for a unique version of a classic musical in Sun Prairie.
Next at 6, we are off to see The Wizard and the cast of characters who might not otherwise get a chance in the spotlight.
It is a show that many of us, probably all of us, are familiar with, but you've probably never seen it with a cast like the one opening in Sun Prairie tonight.
The Penguin Project is putting on its own production of The Wizard of Oz at Sun Prairie Performing Arts Center. Now, it's a little more crowded on stage because each of the actors have mentors. Those mentors help kids with special needs with lines and dance moves, giving them an opportunity to perform when they might not have one otherwise.
Don't really have much trouble with the big crowds and being in the spotlight.
Yeah, everyone's very supportive and I think it's amazing.
The Sun Prairie-based Penguin Project puts on one show every year, but the director would love to see another chapter start nearby so these talented actors can have even more opportunities to shine. Wizard of Oz runs through the weekend.
To weather now, we turn to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulty on the backyard patio, getting ready to start off summer with his weekend forecast.
Yeah, summer starts officially today, and we are going to see more summer-like weather over the next few days. Now, our friends over at Climate Central have been putting together some what we call warming stripes to show how the temperatures have been changing over the period of records. And for the city of Madison, our weather records go back to 1869. Each of the lines on this graph shows whether temperatures are above or below normal. Red above normal, blue below normal, and you can see we have been trending toward some above normal temperatures over the last few years as the climate gradually starts to warm. For the state of Wisconsin, the effect even more dramatic because the northern part of the state is warming up a little more rapidly than the southern part of the state. Now, a case in point would be the number of days where we see above normal temperatures during about the 90 days that comprise the season of summer. And you can see here in Madison, just since 1970, we have about 10 more days where we see above above average temperatures during summer. And if we take a look at the forecast over the next 10 days, our temperatures are expected to go above normal. We've been below normal for much of the spring, but just as we start summer, those temperatures go above normal by early next week and should stay above normal for perhaps a week or more as we see high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, and the average high temperature should be closer to 80 degrees. Now, much of the spring has been cool because of cloud cover and precipitation. Today, no exception. We've had plenty of clouds. That's held temperatures down a bit. There have been some light showers, but they really haven't been able to make it much farther north than Rock and Greene counties. They pretty much die out right as they move into the southern portion of Dane County and near the city of Madison. You can see those showers diminishing pretty quickly, so I think they'll be gone in the next couple of hours. Now, tomorrow there'll be some thunderstorms that develop out to our west. There's a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms over southwestern Wisconsin, with hail and gusty winds being the main threat, but it's more likely to happen late tomorrow night, and that's when the atmosphere tends to settle down a little bit more because temperatures are cooler. And on Sunday, the severe weather threat should stay south of Wisconsin. As far as precipitation is concerned, we're probably looking at about a quarter to a half inch of rain generally across southern Wisconsin through early Monday morning, and then beyond that, perhaps another 1 to 2 inches of rain through much of the rest of next week. Live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. They are getting some showers there. You can tell with the showers on the lens, but the WISC Skycam just showing mostly cloudy skies. The almanac for today here in Madison shows a high temperature of 74 and a low of 53, so a little bit below normal temperatures. We're at 70 degrees right now with mostly cloudy skies. Forecast for tonight calls for those showers to gradually come to an end. Then just look for mostly cloudy skies overnight with a low of 57. Tomorrow, variably cloudy skies, an outside chance of a shower or thunderstorm. High temperature at 76 degrees. On future track, you can see how quickly those showers move on out this evening. Look for low temperatures in the upper 50s. High temperatures tomorrow, middle 70s, with a mix of clouds and a little bit of sunshine as well. Much of the day should be dry. Better chances for showers and storms arrive later tomorrow night into early Sunday morning, and then we'll see some chances for showers and thunderstorms during the day on Sunday. High temperatures will eventually get up into the mid to upper 70s. Now, as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, we'll see temperatures around 80 for Monday, low 80s for Tuesday. The rain chances go down, but the temperatures start to climb by Saturday of next weekend. We could see high temperatures near 90 with heat index values in the middle 90s.
Jerry Kelly leads, and Steve Stricker is right behind at the American Family Insurance Championship. We'll hear from the leaders in sports. One of the big branding words they use at American Family Insurance is dream. You'd think a dream result at the American Family Insurance Championship would be if Jerry Kelly and Steve Stricker would finish first and second. Well, in the first round today, dreams almost do come true. If you heard a really loud noise before 9 this morning, it was the F-16 flyover to signal the start of the 4th year of the tournament. With good weather, you'd think the scores would be very low, and they were. Defending AmFam champion Scott McCarron didn't have as many birdies as he'd like, but he got one here. 71 has him in a tie for 33rd place. Tournament host Steve Stricker had what felt like it was a quiet 67. 2 birdies on the front, 3 in the back, no bogey, so Stricker is well positioned at 5 under par, just 2 shots out of the lead. The lead is held by Jerry Kelly. He said he didn't want to get too jacked up early playing in front of the home folks, and he was in control all day. He really got hot on the back nine, shooting 31. His round of 65 leads at the American Family Insurance Championship. It's a one-shot lead over David Frost, who shot 66 today. There's a group of 7 tied for third, including Stricker and former AmFam champion Kirk Triplett. John Daly in contention at 4 under, tied for 9th. Tough start, though, for Baseball Hall of Famer John Smoltz in round 1. Now let's hear from the leader, Jerry Kelly, who was asked if he's comfortable with the rest of the field chasing him.
No, you got to feel good when you shoot the lowest round and you're playing well. There's no negatives to that whatsoever. Let's just go out and do it again. 2 more days. No medals on Fridays.
No surprise to see him up there. He always plays well, and he likes to play here, and he's played well here in years past. So it's not a shock to see him up there, and it's cool to see him up there.
Stricker tees off at 11:35 tomorrow morning. Kelly at 11:45. The celebrity foursome with Andy North, Toby Keith, and Brett Favre and Jack Nicklaus goes off at the 10th tee tomorrow at 2. Football's Watt brothers, JJ, Derek, and TJ, were announcing the players coming up 18 today. Still hard to believe that all 3 brothers are in the NFL. JJ with Houston, Derek with San Diego, TJ with Pittsburgh. And the Watts know how lucky they are, and that's why you see them doing so much service for their communities.
I mean, we get to play a game for a living, and we came from a great family, we came from a great place, and we understand that we have a platform that we can use to make a difference in the world. And we also understand that not everybody has it as fortunate as we did growing up. So just that opportunity to give back and the opportunity to try and make a difference in somebody's life, we feel like it's a bit of a waste if we don't take advantage of that.
Can you imagine what life was like for the Watt brothers growing up? 3 big boys wrestling and arguing and, well, being brothers. They gave us a slice of that when they were talking about their golf games today.
How many strokes did I beat you by yesterday?
I'll see you at the course.
You beat me. That was the first time I've ever golfed in over a year.
How many strokes did I beat you by?
You beat me by a little.
10 strokes.
You beat me by 10
on
strokes.
9 holes.
Yeah. You've had 7 outings.
You opened up Pandora.
JJ golfed to 47.
4-hour session of your own fitted clubs. I've had dad's clubs.
I am proud of my 47.
They ate a lot and they argued a lot.
Just fighting brothers. Just for all of us
At
to
the end of the
see.
day,
Just
yeah.
like everybody. Let's hope this weather holds up.
Yeah, I think tomorrow should be okay. Sunday, there'll be some hit and miss showers and storms.
All right. Thanks for joining us at 6.
We'll see you back here at 10.